Woo, woo, woo. And tonight on Smackdown, it was a broski week. It was Zack Ryder as the GM. It was Zack Down tonight. And I have to say that it was just one amazing piece of shit. I ain't doing this fucking bullshit. Show sucked. Let's get right down to it, shall we? So Zack Ryder comes out, cuts a promo, lame as shit, looking like a pedophile all dressed in purple, those creepy ass sunglasses. Every time he makes a match tonight, he's going behind the sunglasses like some weirdo in the park. I expect him to sleep with newspapers on top of him. You know, just a fucking weirdo. He looks like he does. He's like a fucking pedophile, stalking people on the internet. He wants you to follow him on the internet. Probably wants you to follow him into his bedroom. And you know what? A whole bunch of the fucking fanboys out in the YWC, bunch of pedos, bunch of furries, they'll gladly follow him into the bedroom and fuck him in the ass. Damn right. Anyway, makes his first match of the night. Alberto Del Rio against Sin Cara. What a botch fest this was. But some of it was okay, but there was way too many botches. I'm a Sin Cara fan, but this could have been way better. Actually, Del Rio was the star of this matchup. Sin Cara fucks up a DDT bad in this matchup. Also couldn't even take a knee lift to the head. Ducks out of the way when he wasn't supposed to. Looked really awkward. So it was alright. But really just way too many fucking botches in this one for me to say that it was a good match. So it was okay. Then we got Primo defeating Darren Young with a cheap-ass finish with a small package. Darren Young should have been able to see that coming from a mile away. It was okay. Very annoying with AEW on the mic. You gotta take that fucking thing away from him already. So anyway, he comes out and he's talking over their theme music. It's like, pick one. The music or, the promo. Which one are you doing? Just turn off the fucking music and cut the promo, or don't cut it at all. Then we got Ziggler and Rhodes defeating Santino and Christian in a boring-ass tag match. There was nothing of any worth. And the thing is, besides Santino, I like all these guys. But all they were doing was throwing punches and kicks and really not much else. Santino wasn't doing us any favors either in there. Just does the same old, formulaic bullshit. Going into Money in the Bank, these guys obviously being the MVPs of the Money in the Bank. They're the only major stars in there. It's kind of pathetic. Cody Rhodes has been beat down to fuck. Ziggler hasn't won a match in months. Even though he has received a push, he hasn't won any of those matches. So this is pathetic going into Money in the Bank, which is supposed to be an important pay-per-view. Up next we got Big Show defeating Khali in a minute. Zack Ryder made this match backstage. Yes, he shook his head like a pedophile as he did. And, he tried to punish him because Big Show threatened to punch him and take over the show. He made this match to punish him, but Big Show ends up punishing Khali. So this was worthless. What a worthless match. The entrances were longer than the match itself. Then up next we got Ryback defeating Tyler Rex to avenge Kurt Hawkins. Who cares? I was always talking in my reviews, when's Ryback finally going to face a regular WWE superstar on the main roster? Now I don't care because it's still a squash match. Now that he's not facing 150 pounders out there, but still, it's still like the same thing. He's just not like throwing them around. Instead, he's performing belly-to-belly suplexes. Big fucking deal. Then up next, we have our third squash match in a row. Damian Sandow, this has-been, who's already had his chance back in 2006 and failed. He defeats Justin Gabriel. And this is just a fucking worthless match. I mean, you really need to have 3 matches that were all squash matches. What the fuck's the point? Damian Sandow's been there for over 2 months. And, we're still not seeing anything good from him. We didn't see anything good from him 6 years ago when he was in the WWE, so I'm really not expecting much from him now. So this was just worthless. And finally, the main event, Sheamus defeats Jericho. Another cheap finish, much like the Darren Young match. But this time, it's the same shit from Sheamus that he's been giving us. He's a talented big man. I'm a fan. But lately they've been giving him this Cena Superman gimmick, again, with the Hulk Hogan style formula. Gets the shit beat out of him. Comes back with a bro kick out of nowhere. He's been winning matches like that for like 3 months since he won the title. Anyway, Jericho has to retire. He's slow as shit. One good spot in this match, that was catching Sheamus in the cold breaker when he came off the top. But other than that, a really slow, boring match. He really needs to retire. I'm a massive Jericho fan. But if you're a real fan of Jericho, you even have to admit, you gotta feel sorry for the guy and try to convince him to retire. Because it's about time. He's a shell of his former self. So, this show sucked. The opening match was okay, and everything else was garbage. Heading into Money in the Bank, this is unacceptable. But I will be watching, and you will have a review on Sunday.